My name is Francis, and in this video, what I wanted to share with you is how to completely cure social anxiety by becoming present to the moment. Because I had a lot of social anxiety when I was growing up as a kid. It was a lot more anxiety than anybody should have to deal with, and it wasn't like terribly bad, but I definitely couldn't put myself out there because I was just too stuck in my head. And the interesting thing is that it's not that hard to stop social anxiety. I just realized that at some point in my life, I just realized that anxiety of any kind is a lack of being connected to the moment. And the moment that I realized that, I was completely free to kind of just be who I want to be and not really attach to what I'm saying or how it comes off or how people perceive me, whether it be in this video or even in a social interaction in real life. I just started to realize that me being anxious is nothing more than a projection of my mind into some reality that I think exists when it actually doesn't exist. And so I started to realize that the more that I connect deeply to the moment, the less anxiety that I have. So it's almost impossible to have anxiety if I'm intensely connected to the moment. That's what I realized, that true confidence, true public speaking skills, true charisma comes from a place deeper than my ego, deeper than the attachment to somebody that's a confident person. Because I realized that even the label of a confident person, if you attach that label, even that has limitations and insecurity at some deeper level. So true confidence and letting go of social anxiety, what I realized in my experience is just simply connecting so deeply to the present moment that the social anxiety just can't live, because the anxiety and me being scared is nothing more than just my own ego trying to protect the identity of who I am. And so I realized that when I learned how to disidentify with my mind, how to stop attaching to my thinking, how to stop taking my thoughts so seriously, that is where my anxiety became a joke and I didn't have to attach to what my mind told me. And when I started to disattach and just allow those thoughts to be there and then just step into the situation that made me anxious anyway, I realized that my problem was just the thoughts about the thing, not actually the thing. And so if I'm intensely present in a conversation, for example, if I'm looking at the person right in the eyes, completely connected to the moment, completely connected to what they're saying, almost like I'm becoming that person to an extent, even if they're feeling negative and anxious themselves. If I look at them with no judgment, if I connect intensely with that person, like full on eye contact, like just not even like looking away, just full right in, and this is, you have to be careful here because it's only if you want to connect with that person. If you're an empath or an empathetic person, it might be difficult to fully connect with a person like that. So you use this at your own discretion, but look at somebody. When I realized that if I look at somebody right in the eyes and I don't actually let myself get into my head by shifting my awareness back into the moment, right? And if I notice myself going into my head, I just shift back into the moment. Even if I don't know what to say, I allow myself to not know what to say. I bathe in the not knowing. Because when it comes to connection and really connecting with somebody at that deeper level, not knowing what to say and not putting on a mask of this, fake person is what is going to build that deep connection and is what is going to remove the social anxiety from the interaction. Just fully putting yourself out there, but not just yourself as this ego, but who you are before the ego, the true self. And so when I'm in an interaction with somebody, I'll just take a step back. I'll bathe in the, the unknown and the uncertainty, and I'll just fully put myself into that situation. And I'll just allow myself to not be so attached to what I'm saying. And so I used to have a lot of anxiety when it comes to speaking up and talking authentically, but I don't even remember what that's like anymore because I'm just too present. Like, fear can't exist in the present moment. Fear can't actually exist if you're present. If you are completely connected to the moment, and you're completely disidentified with your ego, it's impossible to be fearful. And if fear does come up, you observe it and you let it go, and it doesn't even impact you as much. So the key to social anxiety is to transcend the conditioning of who you are and connect deeper to the essence of who you are before what your mind tells you about who you think you are. Because you telling yourself that you are a shy person or you are a confident person are both based on the conditioning of society and you attaching to some label of who you think you are. But when you become present to the moment, you realize that both of these are limitations, and true confidence comes from a deeper space within you. True confidence comes from that space of awareness, from that space of spaciousness, from that space of consciousness. That is true confidence and charisma, and that is where the true confidence of who you are can actually come out. When you're not attached to your thoughts, when you're not attached to your emotions, when you're not attached to the character that you're playing. Like if you're a shy person, that is a character that you are playing. You're not actually a shy person at a deeper level. You just attached to this identity of being a shy person and you believe that's who you are. But the reality is that it has nothing to do with who you are. Who you are can change, because some people think, well, but Francis, I'm just a shy person. That's just who I am. Like, I'm not a confident person. No, you're not. That's a label that you've attached to. Like with Francis, it's hard. I can't actually put myself out there, and it's difficult because I feel anxious. Well, you're identified with your ego, and you're identified with a false sense of self that is holding you back, because that's not actually who you are. And for the longest time, I would identify, it's like, yeah, I'm just not confident, I'm just shy, that's just who I am. And I realized that's completely false. That's not true. That's the false attachments that I've created in my mind that are blocking true confidence from coming into my life. And so even if I retrain my mind, and I did do this, even if I retrain my mind to become a confident person, right? I switched that label of shyness to confidence. Even if I'm still attached to both of those labels, there's still limitations, because confidence on an external level is still situational confidence. And insecurity and anxiety can still come up if you're attached to your ego and you're not present to the moment. Because some people might be thinking, but Francis, I can just train my confidence. I don't have to be present to the moment. I learned how to be more confident just being present to the moment. Well, you can be more confident not by being present, but there's going to be limitations to that, because there's still some insecurity there in that confidence that may be deep inside your ego. And so to become truly confident and let go of social anxiety is to completely disattach and disidentify from the form of who you think you are and live your life as the spacious awareness. And the more that I started doing this and live my life as that spacious awareness and not attach to my thoughts, to my emotions, to my feelings, and then just allow that uncertainty in situations to come up. Even in a video that I'm recording, or if I'm in a social interaction, I bathe in that uncertainty, and I find comfort in the uncertainty of not knowing what to say, for example. Because some people have this issue where they're like, Francis, like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm just anxious. Well, accept that you don't know what to say, because from that space of awareness, something will come up. Maybe a thought form will come in and you'll speak on that. Maybe you won't even have any thoughts and you'll just speak from that thoughtless place. You can do that. You can actually speak from a place of no thought. You don't have to think about everything to speak when you become present. Like when I'm present to the moment recording a video, I'm not thinking about every little thing that I'm gonna say. I'm just focused on the camera, I'm focused on being present, and then whatever comes out needs to come out. And I can apply that to anything in my life, even in a social interaction. Any situation that requires some social ability. To truly tap into your social abilities means to connect deeply to the present moment and not attach to your limited little ego that's scared of putting itself out there. You're just scared of protecting your identity. And that's blocking you from fully becoming confident and letting go of anxiety. And so in my life, I noticed that the more that I become present, that I can't actually be anxious in the present moment. And that anxiety is a result of unconsciousness. Anxiety is a result of me being in my head, not actually being connected to, what is happening right now in this moment. And so the more that I connect to this sense of presence, the easier it is to live my life in all aspects, including social interactions and removing my social anxiety. So that's all I have for you today. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button so more people can see this kind of information. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. My heart goes out to you, and I have gratitude for every single person that watches these videos. Even if you're one of those people that doesn't hit the like button and doesn't comment, I know you're still watching, and so that warms my heart. If you want to hit that like button for me to help this channel grow, that would be appreciated. Also, I have a free guided meditation that is designed to help you connect deeper to the present moment. And if you want to download this guided meditation, it's completely free. Just hit the link that's in the description box of this video. It's also going to be a comment in this video. And once again, this meditation is designed to help you connect deeply to the present moment. And it's definitely going to help your social anxiety in a lot of ways, but also it's going to give you that strong sense of peace that we're all connected to, that we forget because we're too caught up in our thinking and our egos. So if you want to download that, it's free. Check it out. That's all I have for you today. Have yourself a great day, and see you in the next video.